Hi. I'm so happy to meet you. I was wondering if you could introduce yourselves and what you do.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Demediuk, called Dr. Snip in Australia. We go to various states and perform vasectomies around the country. And recently I've been joined by...
I'm Sarah, Nick's daughter. And I'm Lucy, Nick's niece.
Nice to meet you all. And tell me a little bit about your practice and a little bit about your foundation.
I've started my practice 40 years ago in a suburb of Victoria called Keysborough, and we've expanded to 2 other areas in Victoria. In addition, we fly to South Australia, Tasmania and Queensland. So we cover a pretty wide area, going to most places a couple of times a month. A few years back, based on Doug Stein's involvement with No Scalpel Vasectomy International, I started a charity called No Scalpel Vasectomy Australia. I'm not very bright with changing names, so I just changed the last letter to an A. And basically with the same aims as No Scalpel Vasectomy International, trying to bring vasectomies to people that can't afford to access private care.
Listen, tell me a little bit about the picture behind the 3 of you.
Now, the picture here was painted by an artist during World Vasectomy Day in 2013. This was the first World Vasectomy Day. It was held in Adelaide with the launch of the film called The Vasectomist that many of you know, based on Doug Stein's work with NSVI. And the artist was painting this picture, and they auctioned it at the end of the event. And I think I paid $550 for a vasectomy today helps the planet and lets you play. Which sort of summarises a lot of what we do.
Wonderful. And tell me a little bit, why do you think that World Vasectomy Day is important as a global movement?
Oh, look, it's important to bring spread the word, basically. I mean, anything to improve education and advice to people about how to prevent unwanted pregnancies is very important. People want to limit their families. People want to basically save the environment by not overpopulating the planet. Lots of reasons, but the more knowledge that gets out there, the better it is for everybody.
Great. And for you, Sarah and Lucy, what brings you, the most satisfaction about your work, and how do you see, World Vasectomy Day also contributing to this?
Yeah, so I think, well, for myself, I love what I do, and the thing I like about it most is meeting people. It's like, we call it like speed dating. So we have someone for 10 minutes and we find out as much as we can about them and have great conversations and just meet interesting people and talk about stuff you would never hear about otherwise, and that's really good fun. And I like World Vasectomy Day because it just brings it all together and makes it part of a global movement. And I like the aim of it to spread the word and involve men in the discussion on contraception, give them options. So, yeah.
What's the best? Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Lucy. Go ahead.
That's okay. I was going to say I would probably agree with Sarah too. It's great to meet so many patients, but also probably the most satisfaction I get is going through our missions to the Philippines, which really provides people that otherwise couldn't afford it's such an excellent, safe and effective contraception option overseas, so that they can properly plan for their families and have just the number of children they can afford. So I just think that's a great thing to do, and World Vasectomy Day obviously shines light on the excellent cause.
So what's the best vasectomy story that you all have heard while you were, as you're saying, speed dating?
Some of them are quite inappropriate. So.
I was going to say that. Most of the best stories you can't repeat.
Well, then we'll leave them here then.
It's a good story, but I tell you what, you wouldn't be able publish it.
See, what happens on the table stays on the table.
Exactly right.
Well, thank you all so very, very much.
Thank you, Lucia. That's
Thank
nice
you.
to
It's
meet
been a
you.
pleasure. Good to meet you.